This programme is sponsored by Triona Design, the Donegal Tweed and Visitor Centre, Ardra, County Donegal. TrionaDesign.com.
I'm Cathy Donaghy and welcome to Donegal TV. Coming up on this week's show, we talk to Irish country singing sensation Lee Matthews as he celebrates his first year in show business. We hear about a new awareness campaign, Fighting Fit for Ewings, and Minister for Transport launches the new Aer Lingus Regional service between Donegal and Dublin. But first, Letterkenny's Cathedral Quarter asked people to a unique event called Imagine Your Cathedral Quarter. This event asked local people to imagine the possibilities of Church Lane and the Cathedral Quarter. Charlie Collins was there for Donegal TV.
Carved from the stone, this lane was made that envisioned the city of God. The church was built 1636, says the date upon the stone. Then the cathedral, thanks to O'Donnell and our friends over the sea. The Gospel Hall, 1895, preaching to the whosoever. Did you ever take time? Did you ever take time to gaze from the foot of the church lane? This lane joins religion and steeped in history. It's at the heart of our time.
The Cathedral Quarter originally began as the Save the Church Lane campaign. Since its formation last year, the project has gathered significant momentum in its efforts to regenerate the historical Church Lane. The long-term goal is to create a hidden treasure in the heart of Letterkenny for locals and tourists alike to enjoy. The Imagine Your Cathedral Quarter event is the community's opportunity to have its say and actively participate in the future of the town. We spoke to a number of people, including Cathedral Quarter chairperson and former Derry Journal editor Pat McGart.
The whole idea is to get the Church Lane to be the catalyst for a whole development. Letterkenny is the principal town in Donegal. Now, if you think about Dingle and Kerry, Galway, Westport and Mayo, Donegal, which is probably the biggest hidden gem in Ireland, has got nothing. Now, Letterkenny would be an ideal place to go touring around Donegal, but Letterkenny has got no magnet to really attract the visitor or the tourist. The whole idea of this is to bring tourists here. Now, the Church Quarter, there's 3 churches on that, plus the Plymouth Brethren Hall there. So we've got all shades of religious denominations there, and it's actually a superb bit of history, superb heritage, and we hope to exploit that.
This committee are certainly on the right track as far as you're concerned, Stuart.
Well, already they've brought churches together in a way we've not been for a long time. So I'm very grateful for that, and I think it's amazing what community people can do that we church people can't do. You look at us as possible leaders, but actual fact, people with very few skills, which is an interest, are leaders in their own way, because they are actually initiating projects that actually will lead people like myself to actually investigate more. We work as a team.
I always realised that there was potential in the area, that this idea of what Jim Lynch had 20 years ago of a craft village in the centre of Letterkenny could develop. And because I lived on the lane, I realised there's massive potential, that the tourists flock up towards the cathedral and then visiting the historic Conwell Parish graveyard as well, and then all the other older buildings surrounding the area as well, so that we have this here, and that if we restore the buildings, we've got something beautiful on our doorstep.
You're confident that it'll be a success?
I'll be quite confident. It won't happen within a year or two, and I think everybody knows that. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of effort and hard work, and keep digging away and getting money here and money there to build bit by bit. But they have a good future plan in place, and it's going to take time, and I think they're very dedicated to their work, and you have to just commend them for their hard work.
Popular Donegal singer-songwriter Maria McCormick performed on the night with her band Pangea. Herself and guitarist Paul McGill co-wrote a song about the church lane, which was written and recorded to raise funds for the regeneration of the Cathedral Quarter. Maria explained the idea behind the song.
Started off with just an idea of one of the members of the committee, Amanda, had mentioned to me, maybe, you know, because it's what I do, I write songs. Yeah. I says okay, and she got me some history, and then we delved into as much as we could, and I wanted to kind of cover the old history, kind of more recent history, and what we want to see in the Cathedral Quarter. And I think, well, everybody seems happy with it anyway. I think I've covered everything. Yeah.
I mean, the chorus of it there just says everything that needs to be said.
Yeah, it's catchy, isn't it? Yeah, you'll find that you'll be singing it tomorrow, hopefully.
This lane joins religion and steeped in history. It's at the heart of our time. Do you ever get time? Do you ever get time to down the church? This lane joins religion and steeped in history. It's at the heart of our time. Heart of our time.
Charlie Collins for Donegal TV at the launch of the Cathedral Quarter in Letterkenny.
Fighting Fit for Ewings is an awareness campaign set up by Nikki Bradley, who was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma in 2003. Nikki took time out to talk to Donegal TV about her campaign and her hopes for the future. Nikki Bradley's life changed forever when she was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, which is a rare form of blood disease where cancer cells are found in the bone or in the soft tissue. After 2 hip replacements, many sessions of chemotherapy and radiotherapy, Nikki decided to make a few changes in her life. She's currently president of JCI, and she will lead their national convention in Donegal later in the year. Nikki has also set up her own foundation, Fighting Fit for Ewings, as she explains.
Fighting Fit for Ewings is an awareness campaign. I set it up in June 2013 to highlight the aftermath of cancer and to highlight the importance of exercise for rehabilitation. I used myself as an example because I've quite a lot of experience with illness. I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma when I was just turned 17 and went through, obviously it was a very sad time and very worrying time, but went through all the treatment and operations, and thankfully I've been cancer free for over 12 years, but unfortunately the treatment that I received throughout that year have caused huge problems for me, especially the radiotherapy. So from when I was diagnosed to now, I've had quite a few operations in 3 different countries to try and save my right leg. My hip was completely destroyed because of radiotherapy, so I've had 2 hip replacements, both of which failed. So I now walk permanently with crutches and have quite a lot of other things wrong, like nerve damage, muscle wastage and stuff like that. So on a day-to-day basis, I'd be in quite a bit of pain and used to take a lot of medication just to get through the day. But it was holding me back. Some of the medications are so strong that you feel drowsy all day, you don't feel yourself, and I didn't like that. Felt like it was a loss of control. So I wanted to do something that would help myself, because my doctors pretty much told me that there's just nothing else that they can do for me.
In everyday life, health is important, and Nikki looked at ways of how to go about training and exercise.
The campaign is based around fitness, so when I set up the campaign, I set it up at the same time as I started training with Michael Black. So the 2 of them went hand in hand. So for the entire year of 2014, it was very much exercise based. All my challenges were exercise based. And we kind of did it on a trial basis just to see what would work. So there was a few things that I just can't do because my hip only bends a certain amount, and then there's certain things that I excelled in, which I wasn't expecting. But in terms of pain relief and things like that, exercise is brilliant for me. Now, it may not be great for someone else, but for me, I find it amazing. So it's a huge part of my campaign. CrossFit here in Letterkenny is a recent change of venue for me. I joined here, I think it was just about a month ago. I met up with Neil Barrett, the owner, and we went through a few different exercises to see if CrossFit was for me, because anybody that does CrossFit will know that it's not a gentle exercise, it's quite vigorous, and it's different every time, but actually that's what I love about it. So myself and Neil at the moment are going through various things to test what I can do and test my abilities. So when I come in every day, it's different.
Neil Barrett is head trainer at CrossFit and treats Nikki like everyone else. He's seen a lot of improvements in Nikki's fitness.
I think the training's very beneficial for Nikki because of the strength training side, the elements that we use here, rather than just bikes or rowing machines or treadmills that people generally use. They don't really suit Nikki well in terms of her movement patterns, whereas being able to lift weights and lift heavy weights well would suit her much better in her daily life, rather than being cardiorespiratory fit. So I'm kind of taking the angle of trying to make her stronger rather than work specifically on just fitness. She's lifting very similar to what people who've been doing training for 4 weeks and totally able-bodied would be able to lift in that same length of time. So that's positive. Her own body weight stuff, her own personal goal was to be able to do pull-ups. I set her a target of about 16 weeks to be able to do pull-ups on her own, unaided. And she's already banging out sets of 5 with a band assisted, so we'll gradually bring that down so she's lifting more weight. Her fitness as well has gone up. Before her training, she's very limited in terms of being able to do fitness training because it requires you to move over distances or use rowing machine, but her fitness has really come on.
In difficult times, Nikki's advice is to have something positive to focus on.
It's bad for the mind to think that much about being sick because you don't know where that could go. So if you have something good to focus on, things just fall into place then, and you find even throughout treatments, I found little happy moments where I could be sitting. I had radiotherapy on my 18th birthday, and I walked in, I could have walked in like a spoiled brat going, this is where I should be for my birthday, but I was like, you know what, it's 20 minutes, I'll do it and I'll be gone, it'll be fine. And I walked in and the nurses had written happy birthday on the little piece of paper where I was to have my treatment, and it was just such a nice, took them 2 seconds and probably meant nothing to them, but I mean, for me to still remember that so clearly, that was a little bubble of happiness within a situation that should have been quite sad and depressing. So if you can find that, I think you'll be okay.
To keep up with her awareness campaign, Nikki writes a weekly column in the Donegal News every Monday, or you can follow her campaign on Facebook and on Twitter.
This programme is sponsored by Triona Design, the Donegal Tweed and Visitor Centre, Ardra, County Donegal. TrionaDesign.com. Advertise now on Donegal TV, broadcasting worldwide. Email info@donegaltv.ie or call 00353 86406 3770. Hyundai is Ireland's fastest growing car brand. See the full range of new Hyundai models and a wide selection of used cars at T. Diver & Sons Limited, Canal Road, Letterkenny. 00353 7491 22600. Celebrating 30 years in the motor business, Diver's Garage with Hyundai, Ireland's fastest growing car brand. DonegalDaily.com, Donegal's largest news website. For up-to-date news, sport and events from Donegal, click DonegalDaily.com. Thinking of buying a Sony TV, tablet, camera or sound system? Sony Centre Letterkenny will not be beaten on price, advice or service. Call Sony Centre Letterkenny on 0035374 9113377. Sony, make believe.
CoLab, turning knowledge into enterprise. home to your new business idea. Located at Letterkenny Institute of Technology. Create your own future and choose CoLab as the home for your innovation and technology business idea. Visit colab.ie. Your business journey begins here.
Advertise now on Donegal TV, broadcasting worldwide. Email info@donegaltv.ie or call 00353 86406 3770. This programme is sponsored by Triona Design, the Donegal Tweed and Visitor Centre, Ardra, County Donegal. TrionaDesign.com.
Welcome back to part 2 of the programme. Donegal tourism received a much welcome boost when Transport Minister Paschal Donohoe launched an Aer Lingus service between Donegal and Dublin. Charlie Collins was there for Donegal TV.
Well, we're here at Donegal Airport at Carrickfinn, where today Aer Lingus Regional, operated by Stobart Air, launched their first flights of a new campaign. The Minister of Transport, Tourism and Sport, Paschal Donohoe, was here, and he believes that there's a great future for the new commitment, which initially will be over 3 years.
I'm absolutely aware of all of those considerations, and Minister McHugh and Deputy McKinley were vociferous in recent months in making the point to me about how important this airport is to the economic development of Donegal and to the region. I know that access is the master switch in allowing investment in communities and also allowing Irish companies and Irish employers to sell their services and goods to the rest of the country and also abroad. And that was one of the main reasons why I secured the money that was needed within my department to maintain the public service obligation to this airport. And I want to wish everybody who would be involved in it, from the airport to Stobart Aer Lingus to all the tourists and all the commuters who will depend on this service, the very best of luck and safe journey in using it in the future.
Are you confident it'll work?
I'm very confident that it will work. If I look at the success that Donegal has already had with the Wild Atlantic Way, if I look at the fact that tourism here in Donegal in 2013 was worth over €120 million to the local economy, bringing 199,000 international visitors into Donegal. I only had to look at the glorious landscape that surrounded me here as I landed to be clear that there is a very, very strong proposition here that will be marketed by Fáilte Ireland, that will be marketed by all of the local authorities and all the communities that are involved in it. And I'm very confident that not only does this mark an important point in the development of the airport, but I'm certain it will give a further boost to all the work that it is underway to deliver the much needed employment and jobs in the county of Donegal.
Sean Brogan, Chief Executive of Stobart Air, agreed that this was a very exciting day for everyone involved.
Now we bring the Aer Lingus brand with us, and I think there lies a huge opportunity for the Donegal area to really get behind it from a tourism point of view and drive the product in North America, especially on the northern end of the Wild Atlantic Way. I see it as a huge opportunity for a coming together and selling a product that is, you know, we can fly you into both airports, so you can now fly from New York to Donegal and from Kerry back to New York. Yeah. So it's a great opportunity.
We've had a threat, obviously, as a lot of things in Donegal have had over the years, of maybe Donegal Airport wasn't going to be able to sustain itself. There just wasn't enough business there for it. Obviously, you have a very much a contrary view to that.
I think it's very important that, you know, connectivity is something that we build our business upon. In terms of, we are a regional operator, so we operate out of the regions as opposed to the cities. There has always been a need throughout Ireland for connections to the capital. Obviously, with the development of the motorways and everything else, it's made it a lot easier for places, but certainly not for Donegal. Donegal still has the same issues around the roads and the rail, so it's why the air connection is critically important. And certainly, as I said, now that it's there, it's a case of ensuring that it's been driven from tourism, from a jobs point of view, and for the services that mightn't be available in Donegal that are available in Dublin. It's important to be able to offer those services every day.
And it's wonderful for people in Donegal to have the service, but of course, Sean, the reality is it has to be a commercial success. You can't do this because you like people. No,
without a doubt, and the thing about it is we have now got the time, because of the support of the department, we have the time to really drive that out. And I would appeal to the tourism bodies to really get behind it, because that's ultimately where you need to be going with PSOs. They need to become commercially viable.
It's great to build a relationship now with Stobart. They were formerly Aer Iron, and we've had them for many years before. It's great to see some of the old faces back again, and a great crowd to work with. So hopefully, and the Minister being here today was exceptional. I mean, when we're talking to ministers, we're usually looking for something, but it's great that they can come here now to announce the service.
We do know that there were businesses looking at their own situation in terms of getting in and out of Donegal. If the airport didn't continue, there could have been a huge threat to jobs, and we've had enough of that really in this county.
Yeah, well, as you know, we work closely with Uderus. They're a big shareholder here, and there were a lot of jobs lost in the industrial estate. But in the middle of 2014, the announcement by Randox of 500 new jobs in the medical devices and life sciences area was a massive boost.
Yeah.
Now, Randox is located 12 kilometres from here, so we certainly will be working closely with them to try and make this a very attractive place for people to come, to take up employment here and to live here with easy access in and out. So that's major boost for the industrial development of the area.
The launch of this new service here at Donegal Airport is a great boost for the county. This is Charlie Collins for Donegal TV at Donegal Airport in Carrickfinn.
New singing sensation Lee Matthews has taken the country music scene by storm, and he recently celebrated his first year in the business. Donegal TV's Keith Fletcher spoke to Lee about his breakthrough year.
The Allingham Arms Hotel was at full capacity on Saturday night last as fans of Ireland's newest country music star Lee Matthews celebrated his first year in show business.
Ever since, City was obviously the song that was out in October, and then we launched ourselves in the band about 5 months after that. So it kind of was the first thing to kind of get everything going, and then Country Girl came out. It did really well, and we had, I think the next song after it was Love Shine Light, was it, I think? And it was obviously, it went to #1, and since then we've had The Voyage, and the new one, Cotton Eye Joe, seems to be an Irish in the Rise as well. I forgot about that one. So I've been fortunate, that I've got a great reaction from the songs, and especially this new latest single, it seems to be getting the best reaction yet, Cotton Eye Joe.
If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd be married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Sing! Cotton Eye Joe. I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? You see the left of the hole in your shoe. It's more happy than a kangaroo.
And after all the national success, Lee is very much looking forward to playing more locations here in Donegal.
Playing the open tonight in Kilmarnock, so they're great to get back there again. It's a fantastic festival, and it's a real family festival, and it's the woman was saying, I remember when I was doing Kilmarnock, it's a privilege to get to play Kilmarnock, and I was, it's a great feeling, to be actually 1 year, not even 1 year in the road, and get to play it for that first time. So I'm back again this year, so that's something right. Donegal means a lot to me. I've spent all my childhood in Donegal. It's actually, I get a lot of people help me out in Donegal, like P.O. McCann. Highland Radio have helped me out immensely in my career. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be sat here, I wouldn't be playing the Allingham. Good man himself, Paddy Bradley, who runs the Allingham Arms here, he's the man that got it all started for me. Paddy believed in me when a lot of people wouldn't take the chance. He gave me the chance, he gave me a Saturday night in the Allingham Arms to launch my band, and that's why we're back here. So Donegal has done me massive favours.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Cotton Eye Joe, I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? Sing it! Where did you come from? Where did you go? Sing!
Irish country singer Gary Gamble and CMA award-winning DJ Pio McCann both see great potential for Lee Matthews.
It's great to be here tonight on a night like this. Like, you know, it makes you feel real good when you see a young man like Lee Matthews. Inside 1 year, he's 4 #1 singles. He's got his new album out, A Little Bit of Country, and now he's here tonight, and everybody's talking about that, this new single of his, Cotton Eye Joe. And he deserves great credit because he took this song, he rearranged it to bring it into the modern groove, and he's made the song his own. And now it's the most requested single this past fortnight, 3 weeks. I know it is in our station anyway.
He's got the looks, he's got the personality, he talks to everyone, and great music, great singles coming out. The band's very, very good. The promotional side of things is all covered, and you know, we just wish him very well.
Lee explains the popularity of country music.
Obviously it's good music, but I think there's nothing really, it's the only scene that there's people can go out and enjoy themselves and listen to music and dance, you know, and it's different. It's different from the pop scene. People like to get away and listen to something different, you know, and like everybody can sing along to the songs no matter what age you're. And obviously the jiving's a big thing too that all the young people have got into, so I suppose there's lots of different factors in it, you know.
Lee stressed how important the fans are.
The fans are the most important thing, you know. If you've no fans, there's no point bringing out albums, because they're the people that buy the albums. They have to like it, you know, and everything that I do is I want to, you know, impress the fans, and I want them to stick with me, and I want to get new fans. And like even looking around here, there's people here who's been here from the very, very start. It's a great family, and without the fans, I'd be nowhere. So thank you very much.
Keith Fletcher for Donegal TV, Bundoran.
That's it for this week's show. On behalf of myself and all the team at Donegal TV, thank you for watching. Remember, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or log on to our website at donegaltv.ie. Until next time, Slán agus Bannacht.
This programme is sponsored by Triona Design, the Donegal Tweed and Visitor Centre, Ardra, County Donegal. TrionaDesign.com. Advertise now on Donegal TV, broadcasting worldwide. Email info@donegaltv.ie or call 00353 86406 3770. Hyundai is Ireland's fastest growing car brand. See the full range of new Hyundai models and a wide selection of used cars at T. Diver & Sons Limited, Canal Road, Letterkenny. 00353 7491 22600. Celebrating 30 years in the motor business, Diver's Garage with Hyundai, Ireland's fastest growing car brand. DonegalDaily.com, Donegal's largest news website. For up-to-date news, sport and events from Donegal, click DonegalDaily.com. Thinking of buying a Sony TV, tablet, camera or sound system? Sony Centre Letterkenny will not be beaten on price, advice or service. Call Sony Centre Letterkenny on 0035374 9113377. Sony, make believe. Advertise now on Donegal TV, broadcasting worldwide. Email info@donegaltv.ie or call 00353 86406 3770.